Silent Grove's dark secret. Growing up, the forest behind my childhood home felt like a living fairy tale, a place where whispers rustled the leaves and shadows danced with sunlight. My friends and I weave stories of fairies and magical creatures that lived amongst the trees, but there was one path we never dared to tread. We called it the Silent Grove, a stretch where no birds sang and the air seemed heavier. Something about it felt off, like the forest was holding its breath, warning us to stay away. As kids, we laughed it off as spooky fun, but now, years later, I realize the forest was trying to protect us from something far darker. Returning to my hometown to settle my parents' affairs, I felt drawn to that forest once more. Nostalgia tugged at my heart, but apprehension gnawed at my mind. The silent grove loomed larger in my memories, and despite the warnings ringing in my ears, I felt compelled to explore it. As I stepped onto the overgrown path, the temperature dropped noticeably, and the familiar feeling of being watched crept over me. The deeper I ventured, the more the forest seemed to close in, the trees twisting into grotesque shapes, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. I stumbled upon an old, weathered stone circle, partially buried and covered in moss. A faded sigil marked the center, pulsating with a faint, eerie glow. The air shimmered, and I heard it, the sound of whispers, not the playful chatter of imagined fairies, but a chorus of mournful wails. It was as if the forest had been holding onto a secret, a curse woven into its very roots. As I stood frozen, the ground beneath me trembled, and a shadowy figure emerged from the earth, its form flickering like a dying flame. Panic surged through me as I realized the forest had never been enchanted, it was a prison, holding back something ancient and malevolent. The entity reached out, its touch icy and suffocating, and I understood the forest's warning too late. I fled, heart pounding, as the grove's shadows chased me back to the safety of the familiar trees. Even now, as I sit in the comfort of my home, I can feel it watching, waiting for the moment I dare to return. The forest's secret is out, and its dark guardian knows I am aware.